Hello there once again, and welcome to the Talking Shit podcast. I'm the Film Snob, as always. Recently, there's been news about Sony's huge reported loss of nearly $1 billion, and this also has spawned other rumors about sales and acquisitions. And prior to this news, there was also talk of a CBS sale or merger. Despite saying that nothing is for sale, that does not stop other analysts and people from stating that the company is actually being groomed for sale, and others saying that the CBS merger acquisition would be a very, very, very good thing for Sony right now. On top of that, there's tons of rumors flying fast and furious this morning, and they all come from one source that is literally a guy told me that he heard. So, up front, there's absolutely no truth to the rumors that Disney and Marvel are buying the rights of Spider-Man back from Sony. There is absolutely no truth in it. There's been no official statements from either side. All of that aside, I would put more money on the sale happening in the near future than I would have a little while ago on the rumors that Spider-Man was going to merge into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and as we all know, that did happen. I've been trying to find out how much Disney and Marvel paid for the merchandising rights a few years back, but I have not been able to uncover a number or terms of that agreement. The only thing I could find was Sony stating how much regret they have by making the deal with Disney and how much they lost in the long run, when at the time it was just to make a quick buck and hopefully plant a seed for the future. This would have all worked out just fine for Sony had the film division not completely self-destructed over the last few years. Considering their regrets over selling the merchandising rights, I don't see Sony selling Spider-Man without being a last resort, though. Before anyone panics, let's look at a few things here. Sony's recent statements, they have consistently said that Sony Pictures is not for sale. They have never mentioned Columbia TriStar or Screen Gems. I've been trying to uncover and figure out how the breakdown within the company goes, but I haven't had much luck. The company lists the companies as so. Sony Pictures encompasses Columbia TriStar Pictures, Screen Gems, Sony Pictures Animation, Sony Pictures Classics, Sony Pictures ImageWorks, Sony Pictures Home Entertainment, and a few worldwide acquisition and releasing companies overseas. I cannot find exactly where a lot of the rights lay and what would go where if Sony were to, say, sell off a few of the subsidiaries like Columbia TriStar and Screen Gems. Trying to place where all the rights go is tough. Sony and Columbia are listed as owners of many of them, including Spider-Man and Men in Black. The Spider-Man acquisition came in 1999 for a mere $7 million. Marvel had recently gone bankrupt and had been selling off the rights for their characters for pennies. As most of you know, since Disney bought Marvel Entertainment in 2009, it's gotten most of its rights back, other than the X-Men and Fantastic Four characters from Fox, and of course the Spider-Man and his menagerie of characters, of course, from Sony. Hulk is owned once again by Marvel, but if Marvel were to make a Hulk movie, meaning a movie with the word Hulk in the title, Universal has the first right to refusal on distribution of the film. That's it. So back to Spidey. He definitely earned his title as a hero by saving Sony from certain doom after the electronics division took some hits, as did the debt acquired from the acquisition of Columbia TriStar, crippling the company in the late 90s. Since their acquisition almost 30 years ago, Sony hasn't exactly been having a lot of luck. They've had a few hits here and there, but outside of Spider-Man, they haven't really had anything. Basically, what I'm saying is I do not see Sony letting him go anytime soon. But it is more of a possibility now than it ever has been before, due to Sony's latest downfalls. If Spider-Man Homecoming fails to make over $1 billion worldwide, and the Emoji Movie does not generate a profit, Sony's in big trouble. Because unless Sony decides to sell off all of its film companies completely, it makes little financial sense to let go of any of the franchises that they don't have to. I mean, I can see Sony selling off Columbia TriStar and Screen Gems for a steal and retaining prize franchises and just selling off all the pre-1990 catalog. This could include Ghostbusters, depending on how the rights stand, but it's very early in the year, and if Sony makes any moves, it probably won't be until after their summer tentpoles are tested. The way the Spider-Man deal goes, Sony gets their money for their movie and Disney gets their money for there's no one paying each other, so it'll be interesting to see if Spider-Man can save the company once again. Despite these being rumors, you never know. Keep talking shit.